famous quote that I have researched before, guys, and that I've heard before is living well is the best revenge. Now, a man named George Herbert said that, guys. And I've been thinking a lot recently, what the hell does that mean? Living well is the best revenge, And, he also had another quote that says, while seeking revenge, dig 2 graves, instead of one. One for yourself, basically, and one for the other person. And, these quotes have huge significance, guys, in society, right? I was just thinking recently, what does he mean by living well is the best revenge, right? So that quote right there is a huge statement. A lot of people, recently, guys, a lot of young guys under 30, under 35, search for purpose, and we constantly move around searching for purpose and searching for hope, that one day we'll, hit the lottery or get a good business or get a good job so that we can, get a hot chick, get a good house, get a good car, whatever the case may be, guys. And, honestly, I think that is kind of like a bit of a pipe dream, guys. I don't really believe in the second quote, the revenge quote. I'm going to name this video the best way to get revenge, guys. And a lot of people will be definitely understand this message in this video. So, if you think back to hard times in your life and shit like that, guys, maybe you broke up with a girl, that's a big one for guys. Or you lost your job, your freaking dog died. So, maybe someone did something bad to you. That's a huge one. But I'm going to take it from the standpoint that someone maybe did something bad to you, or that maybe people tried to cast stones in you, or some girl broke up to you. That's kind of like the main problem that guys have, right? In life, we'll say in general. But this quote right here, guys, living well is the best revenge by George Herbert, is a fire quote. So what I want everyone to realize from this video is that, you should be taking any of that anger, any of that revenge, any of that, hate that you guys have in your heart, and delving it into business, into work, guys. All that heartbreak that can be turned into fire, into fuel to fuel your workloads, to fuel those huge 15, 17, 20-hour days. I know some guys watching this actually do work. I know some of my loyal subscribers text me and say, yo, Chris, man, I'm on my purpose now, I'm working like friggin' shit tons. I try and do 12 hours to 15 hours a day on YouTube. It doesn't always happen, guys, like that. Some days I'm just out, some days I can't do that much. Most of the time I try and get a ton of work done, and that keeps everyone on the straight and narrow. But really the motivation for that, guys, is to try and live well. Everyone should be trying to live well, and the motivation doesn't come from just thin air, guys. When you see people working 12, 15, 17, 20 hours a day, guys, like straight up getting no sleep and shit, I can barely sleep. I'm trying to constantly do this YouTube shit. That's when you know that they're seeking revenge in some way, guys. These people, or they have heartbreak in some way, or that people are, they're trying to get back at someone in some way. Because a lot of times when your girl breaks up with you, or someone does something bad to you, a lot of people say, oh, get the strap, kind of thing. Oh, I'm gonna fight this guy, I'm gonna do all this crazy shit. I'm a whatever it is, like do some craziness, like guys, that'll end you up in jail or some crazy shit, right? That really shouldn't be the go-to, guys. The go-to should be, let me take all this anger and all this kind of, upset, this hurt that you may have, and try and put it into some kind of business or some kind of, your workplace, your work job. For a work job, just a regular 9 to 5, it's hard to put that anger into a work job, because most of the time you'll have a boss. Most of the time you won't be able to work 15, 20 hours a day on that project. So, it's going to be slightly different, kind of trying to aim that fire somewhere, right? When you have that fire, it only lasts like 6 months, a year, maybe 2 years, 3 years. It only lasts a certain period of time. And if you can't work 15 hours a day on a project, then, it's very hard to actually get the full benefit from that, from that heartbreak or revenge. But I just want to let people know on these videos, guys, like I try and put out these videos every single day, and I see a lot of different content on YouTube, guys, a lot of different content now. A lot of people have podcasts, and it's class to see. It's really amazing to see. Whether or not anything comes from them, guys, just working full time on something, after your regular job or whatever the case may be, is the best way to be. Working, doing something after that job is always going to be the best case scenario, guys. It's never going to be to a point where, you know, you're gonna feel bad working overtime on a purpose. You know, try to find that purpose, try and direct that energy, and living well is the best revenge, guys. But you know, really, when he said that, guys, I wonder what the hell he meant when he said that, because obviously trying to live like, he doesn't mean living like, oh, this guy has €1 million a year in, you know, in extra revenue to spend. This guy has 10 million a year, I'm winning. It doesn't really mean like that, guys. What he means is like, you know, show people, you know, maybe your girl broke up to you because you weren't in the gym, you weren't training, or whatever the case may be. Or maybe she broke up to you because you're overweight, or they broke up to you because you had no money, or because you know, weren't famous, or whatever the case may be, guys. You know, there's a million different reasons why people, you know, don't wanna mess with you anymore, or your friends kind of do that same stuff. They're like, oh, this guy, I don't want to mess with him no more. He's on a different path or whatever. You know, show these people, guys, especially if you're on social media, which I think a lot of people are utilizing today, guys. If you're not utilizing social media, it's really hard to not get behind that. I think that everyone should be on Instagram, YouTube, making money, guys. TikTok, I see a lot of TikTokers, but you know, a lot of it is like entertainment and cool shit like that, which I love. I get behind that, but you know, I'm trying to build like purpose-driven people over here as well, guys. I want to have people, you know what I mean, working out every single day. You know, doing my fitness programs, which I have a few people on my fitness programs now. You know, and they're excelling, guys. So you know, I think that a lot of people, you know, they kind of wonder like, yo, why am I so pissed off all the time? And they're pissed off, and you know, that pissed off energy, guys, that's feminine energy, and you have to direct that somewhere good. You know what I mean? Because if you're just constantly pissed off and you're just getting mad at the postman, or you're getting mad at the cashier at a friggin' Super Value, or you know, Tesco or whatever, then you're failing in life, man. You know, you're not directing that energy into a good place. And you know, people would say, yo, like, you need to direct that energy. So start building purpose, guys. Start building a freaking business. Start doing something for yourself, because really no one's coming to save you. You know what I'm saying? In Ireland, let's say you're unemployed, guys. Just hop on the friggin' the welfare thing and then just start building a business. You know what I'm saying? But at the very least, you should be working part-time and doing your purpose like I'm trying to do now. But if you just say you don't want to do that, guys, at least start working towards something. You know, getting up doing nothing every single day is really going to have you depressed. You know what I mean? It's really going to have that anxiety through the roof. It's going to have you not happy whatsoever. And it kind of comes to the same point of if you're working a job that you don't like, guys, you know, that's going to have you depressed too, and anxiety driven too. You know, don't think it's not going to, because it's going to have the exact same effect. But, you know, if you're on your purpose every single day, it's going to be better than working any of these jobs that you guys hate. So definitely try and do that, man. George Herbert was a legend and obviously a great philosopher of the time. You know what I'm saying? So take a lot of inspiration from him, guys. I think that his message is super fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he has a bunch of different quotes I don't want to read out right now, but he was a 16th century poet, guys. 16th century. So he knew this way back in 1550. That's like, what, 500 years ago, something like that. So, you know, crazy long time ago. So the guy was obviously a revolutionary, but like I said, guys, just use that revenge, use that purpose to drive the revenge, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, use that purpose every single day, you know. And when you're on social media, guys, the craziest thing about it is, like, they have to watch you blow up, guys. They have to watch you, you know, succeed, man. You know, when you're working a regular job, you're working something behind the scenes, they may see you driving down the street in the Lamborghini or the Mercedes-Benz or whatever the case may be. But if you're constantly growing on these apps, guys, and you're getting money and people see that you're getting money, people are just going to get so mad, man. People they won't be able to take it. They're like, yo, I counted this guy out. This guy, like, I hated this friggin' guy. You know, I hated this. I knew he was nothing. You know, I thought he was lazy. You know, and the only people that will be like this one are narcissists, guys. You know, narcissists will be, I thought that guy was lazy. I thought that guy was this, but you know, he's actually in better shape than me now. He's got more money than me now. You know, he's on his purpose more than me now. I'm over here drinking every weekend and, you know, messing around doing nothing. You know, which is fine, but you know, at some point in your life, you have to kind of be like, yo, let's like knuckle down on this business. You know what I mean? Not having a lot of money isn't cool anymore. You know, having loads of money and doing whatever you want to do, whenever you want to do, that's what's fun, guys. You know, that's what kind of should be the goal. You know, and the money shouldn't be the goal, but the financial freedom should be the goal. But yeah, it's a really cool, interesting thing topic to talk about and think about. because I did think this for a while. I was like, yeah, you know, everyone should be on social media. When I see them and some people are blowing up, you know, on TikTok, I'm like, yo, you know, even me looking at that, another social media person, I'm not a jealous person, but I'm like, damn, that person's blowing up. When I gotta watch that shit, I try not to watch like anyone else. I'm really focused on my own stuff. I haven't watched any other Instagram people or YouTube people in a very long time. I leave comments here and there if I see a video in passing, mostly on YouTube, but if it's not on YouTube, I don't really watch it anymore. I don't really use Instagram like that, but you guys definitely should, man. You know, you should definitely be always trying to improve your social media presence, because not only is living well the best revenge, guys, when they see you blown up and they see the love that you're getting, the love and support that you're getting, you know, it's gonna hit them twice as hard as you doing anything in real life. You know what I'm saying? Any crazy shit that'll put you guys in a place that you don't want to be. You get me? So hit that social media, guys. If you guys want to get revenge of people, you know what I mean, improve your life in a better way. You know, if the girl left you, show her, yo, I'm going to get all the money, I'm going to get the best body, I'm going to get the best house, the best car, whatever the case may be, and show her. And it's really funny. A lot of people like nowadays, like, oh, that doesn't matter, that doesn't matter. You know, that's because they know that that's what's going to make them feel worse about themselves, guys. You know, when you have all this cool shit, like when you have hundreds of millions of followers and everyone loves you and you have all this money, those people that left you in the past, they're proven wrong. And they don't want to be proven wrong. So they go around telling their friends, oh, it doesn't really matter. Hey, it doesn't really matter about this. It doesn't really matter about this. And then you can't pay your rent at the end of the month. Or you're living with 6 dudes in a house and you hate your life. You know, that shit ain't cool either, guys. So, you know, and especially as you get older, man. You know, the shit's fine till 35, but you're kind of constantly trying to be driven to like build your own business, do your own thing, because eventually you'll hit that midlife crisis and you'll be like, yo, what the hell was I doing with my life? So make sure to be long-term thinking in life, you know, not just short-term thinking. I love you guys, man. Leave in the comments down below what you guys think, man, how to get revenge best on social media. Not doing anything crazy, guys. Obviously, we're all up to date here, professionals. You know what I mean? So I love you guys all, man. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.